everybody, welcome back to the Diamond Rose Show. I know I did not post this on Sunday. We are all slowly accepting the type of person I am when it comes to this. So, I'm glad that you have lived to see this video. Hopefully you did. If you didn't, I'd be very morbid. And I know the possibility of y'all not living to see this video is very high. But anyway, we're gonna digress. So this video is something that, as always, is Tinder related. I really need to get off Tinder, but I'm not yet. It's mainly about things that you shouldn't put in your bio. If it's mainly, TMI stuff, or just everything that everyone has ever said ever in the history of dating profiles. So I'm just gonna give you a couple of my least favorites, and hopefully you get a kick out of it. If not, who cares? I'm gonna keep doing it. All right, let's go. So to start off, the number one thing I always see on people's profiles is when a guy gives his height, and right after it says something like, because that matters. Sweetheart, you know it matters. You're on a dating site. And that's the point. It's like, you don't have to put your height, because we're gonna figure it out one way or another. I'm either gonna ask you, or we meet and I see. But putting that very passive aggressive, because it matters. It's like, it matters. Just like if I was like 6'9", you'd wanna know. Just like I'd wanna know if you were 5'2" or 6 foot. Like, you're in a dating profile. Like, it's one of those things where non-negotiables, whatever. Another thing, the evolution of edgelords. For those who do not know, an edgelord is basically, in my opinion, someone who's just edgy for the hell of it. Just, they want to personify edge. And so, it's hard to distinguish, what specific things are edgelord-ish on profiles. But sometimes it's something as stupid as, I don't care about you, this is stupid, this app is ridiculous, I'm just here, and it's just like this, it's kind of this weird disregard for the app, yet you're on the app. And so I've matched with a couple of edgelords, and this is before I started, screenshotting shit. So usually with that, if their bio says something along the lines like, don't know why I have this app is stupid, bios are stupid, they're always very eager to talk to you until you decide you don't want to talk to them. So the moment you're like, no, never mind, JK, all hell breaks loose, calling you every name in the book. And I'm like, all right, settle down, edgelord. Settle down. Another one is looking to go on an adventure, or anything with the word adventure in it. And I've spoken about this partially in other videos that I've made, but I hate that word adventure. It makes it, and you know what, as stupid as it sounds and as ridiculous as it sounds, if someone has the word adventure in their profile, they are going to be the most boring person you've ever encountered in your entire fucking life. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And you know what? I bet you've already encountered people like that, who's looking for someone to go on an adventure with. I'm always going on adventures, and who have yet to leave the state, who have yet to leave the town. Going on adventures for them is checking out this small coffee shop that just opened up, which has not just opened up. It's been there for damn near 6 months. You just haven't seen it yet. And it's just aggravating, because it's like, what is your definition of adventure? Tell me. And for a long time, that was in my bio. Tell me the definition of adventure. What do you mean by that? And people didn't have an answer. I'm like, that does not make you sound extroverted and fun. That makes you sound ridiculous, because everyone has that in their profile. Until I see pictures of you in Mount Everest, reading books in the Sahara Desert, until I see that shit, you are basic. You are not adventurous whatsoever. So just take that out of your profile. It's not gonna make a difference at all. If you're hot, you're gonna get the matches. If you're not gonna get the matches, regardless if you have the word adventure in your profile or not. But just for the sake of people who would love to go on adventures, take it out of your fucking profile, please. Yes, thank you. Another one, people that are looking for employees on Tinder. So if you have not encountered this yet, I envy you. I do. But mainly it's people who are, they're entrepreneurs, or they're, they have online businesses and they're looking for employees. And I'm just like, I understand that, sometimes you have to go through crazy means. At first it was Craigslist, that was the sketchy means. But now it's Tinder that you're looking for people for positions at your company. And, hell, if it works, it works. I just don't think it's like, I don't understand it at all. And you know what? And that's because I don't have a business and I'm not looking for employees. So maybe at some point if I do and I'm like, where can I find attractive adventurous? No, I'm not adventurous. No. Adventurous edgelords. Tinder. Then maybe I'll check. But until then, I feel like there's so many other means you can do. You can use a flyer, like Facebook, something besides Tinder. So looking for employees on Tinder, that's very odd to me. Very odd. Another thing, people that I'm all for self-disclosure. Like, I wish Tinder had a way. And Tinder, if you're watching this, you should make this a thing. Like, at the bottom of the profile saying what I'm looking for. Friends, hookups, whatever, relationships, whatever. So people could like sift through profiles, except for, whatever. So people whose profiles are just downright horrendous, and it's all about self-disclosure. So I'm not gonna put up his profile because I just feel like that's a bit disrespectful. Isn't that crazy? I'm just disrespectful, whatever. But it was just disclosing how he has a mental illness. He is very sexually aggressive from what he has. That's how he described himself in his profile, was being sexually aggressive. But he was a virgin, which I'm like, okay, I don't understand. You know what? I didn't message him to confirm because I did not want to get tied up into whatever that was. And that he hated the LDS church. So I'm all for self-disclosure. I'm all for telling me like it is. Like, if your profile says, I'm only looking for hookups, great, I'm not gonna swipe on you. Or if your profile says, I don't know what I'm looking for, great, I'm not swiping on you. That means you're looking for hookups, you just don't wanna tell me that. But with his profile, it was just very, how do you expect to get matches? Like, of course, I know there's some people out there that'll be like, hell yeah, that's the person I want. Right there. That's the person. And more power to you. But those profiles freak me out. And if I was, like some dudes, no offense guys, but we're gonna talk about that in a second, and just swiping without even looking at the pictures, then I might catch myself on the wrong side of a debate on why you shouldn't be doing certain things or talking to people a certain way. Yeah. Just moving on. To pinpoint what I was talking about a few minutes ago. Well, a few seconds ago. There was a bit minutes. So people that put in their bio, I always swipe on people. I didn't look at your profile. I didn't read your profile. And I understand that there's literally no way for us to police people doing that, and there's no reason to whatsoever. Like, I don't care. There's no skin off my back if you just swiped and you didn't see who I was. But people like that, what bothers me is that they continuously pop up on my thing. So if I've let's say we matched the first time, and then, when they see who they matched with, they, unmatch based on oh, yay or nay. So they've unmatched me, and I'm like, okay, that's completely fine. And then they come back around, and I'm like, just look at your freaking phone and see that's me. And it's just aggravating. I'm like, I'm tired of seeing your face. You're probably tired of seeing my face. Like, I'm not gonna match with you anymore. It's just, it's just gross to me. Yeah. And finally, the worst thing that I possibly cannot deal with is guys, and this is because right now I'm only swiping with guys in their profile who belittle you before you even swipe on them. So what I mean by that is, in their profile somewhere, it's you're not that pretty, relax, or just something along the lines of like, you know, I swipe on everyone, you're not special, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I know this is not, you know, turn of the century courtship where you're here to make me feel beautiful, like, oh, my ebony rose. It's like, no, but I really want to know the girls that they match with, and did the girls read their profiles? Like, I'm aware that I'm not the hottest thing in the box, but I am up there. Yeah, not for debate. Shut up. But I just don't think that's a good way to start off a conversation in which you would either want to get laid or start a relationship. And more than likely, I would love to meet the girls who match with these guys, but more than likely they are getting matches. And I want to know, was it because they were hot? Did they turn out not being a dick? Tell me what happened, because I can't. No, nah. But yeah. So yeah, that was just a short, well, it's not really short. I think it was like 10 minutes, but a little something something. Check out my new background. Chevron. Feel like a sorority girl, right? Yeah. My two friends helped me up, Alejandra and Carmen. Thank you. Carmen also built me a table. Yeah, so I want to show this off and also get some talking done. If you are wanting to be in the next round of Ask Diamonds, that should be the next video. I know I said that 3 videos ago, but life is going off the rails, y'all. I'm trying to hold on. But if you'd like to be considered for the Ask Diamond segments, just email me at not Diamond, that's my personal email, at Ask Diamond. No, fuck. Gosh. The Diamond Rose Show at gmail.com. Email me your questions and we'll go ahead and answer them. Also, if you'd like to start contributing to my Patreon so I can get more consistent on my videos, in the bio, there's going to be a link. And we'll go from there. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I hope I post a video next week. If not, you already know. You already know. We've accepted this.